Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a weekly reading for Sagittarius from the 1st until the 7th of May. So I'm going to shuffle your cards, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. There's also links in the description for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me coffee into my crystal shop. So let's just lay down your 10 cards on the table. So the first card is in the here and now, the present situation. What's going on around you at this time. And your card is the Nine of Cups in the reversed position. Okay, with this card I do sense that happiness turned to sadness here, and that laughter turned to tears. Okay, it's given me some kind of problems or disagreements around a relationship situation or something that's close to your heart. Okay, everything's been turned on its head. Okay, that's the overall feeling I get here, and that things have turned kind of sort of pear-shaped, and it could well be that something was said, something was done recently that had the effect of just bringing your whole world just crashing down. So it's very much this feeling of a whole can of worms opening, or something coming out of the woodwork here, something which you weren't expecting, and it caused you a lot of distress, and you're feeling very emotional about it at the moment. Okay, you do try to let go and move forward, but you kind of sort of drag back into your sea of emotions. Yeah, I mean, the card crossing, it's interesting. You've got two nines here. Okay, it's the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position. So it's a serious situation here, like with the two nines here. Okay, it's really like affected you, and it really did shock you. That's what I get here. But with the Nine of Pentacles reversed, it kind of shows that you're too much into the thick of things at the moment. I mean, it's difficult not to be because of what's happened here, so it means that you're thinking about it continuously, maybe getting angry and just getting upset, just getting very like emotional. I mean, this is a crossing card, and it's saying, you know, there's a need to step back from the situation when you can, because at the moment it's like not being able to see the wood for the trees. Okay, everything's up in the air, but if you actually step back, then you would gain more clarity around the situation, which will then help you to move forward, but only when the time's right. Okay, but I do sense things will get to that kind of stage, perhaps within the next 7 days, where you're able to kind of sort of step back, look at it, and then move forward. So that clearly shows that things will settle down for you. Yeah, I mean, it's all confirmation here. I mean, I've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reversed position. You know, this is very much confirmation of something come crashing down around you. You know, it's like you had something and then you lost it. You know, you feel gutted. You know, I mean, I get this vision of like roulette. You know, like putting £100,000 on red and it coming up black. Okay, gutted, but feeling a whole lot worse than that. Okay, it's like you've lost something precious. You know, things were great, things were very secure, and then something just changed here recently. Okay, and things are very unclear. You know, you wanted more certainty or even more commitment around the situation. So looking more forward, it's interesting. I got 4 reverse cards. First of all, I got the Temperance card in the reversed position here. Okay, so it's like the energies have been working against you recently, so it could well be this negative momentum. I mean, it can point to perhaps a negative person, people, or situation around you which has been kind of sort of dragging you down. Okay, and quite clearly here with the Temperance card, it shows that things have been out of balance. Okay, but the good news is that everything will come back into balance, and that all the time and all the effort you put into this situation and other situations will come back in equal measure. It may not come back from the same source, but it will come back from one source or another. I do sense this healing taking place. I just see all this water come down over you. So it's like this emotional healing. Okay, but you will start to feel better in the coming weeks here. I'm also seeing like this angel as well, and it's very much about these wishes, these prayers, these intentions you put out to the universe. They have been listened to. Okay, and they are in the process of being answered. They won't give you what you want on a plate, because you've got to grow and expand yourself, but they will give you what you need to get what you want, and they'll give you clues and signs. So for example, if you witness a flat tire, for example, it means there's a need to slow down, or perhaps a burst pipe, there's a need to be more efficient. Yeah, so that's the kind of signs which you will get. They're not kind of sort of direct, they're kind of in symbols which you've got to kind of sort of interpret a little bit. But the next card is the gold card, which is the Queen of Wands reverse. So it's carrying on, with these reverse cards. This card is very much confirmation of this negative person, toxic person, people, situation around you. Quite clearly it shows you wanting to move away, okay? And I do sense that so much has been revealed recently that there's nothing to go back to, okay? So really the only way is to look forward now, okay? And it's like this transitional period which you're going through at the moment where everything is kind of sort of thrown up in the air. Subconsciously, good. Okay, I've got an upright card, which is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so it really does show you kind of sort of working on yourself, okay? It's very much about this self-love, and when you find love within yourself, then you will find it on the outside, okay? And it's just very much this energy of either like a new stage within a relationship, or perhaps even like a new relationship coming up for you, okay? But something has clearly happened here, okay? And something clearly needs to change, okay? Either things are going to get much better from this, okay, or something new, okay? But what I do sense is there's no going back to how things were, okay? Which means that really that it's either about you dealing with the situation differently, you taking back control, you controlling the situation rather than letting the situation control you, and then you create your own reality, okay? If you're letting someone else control the situation or leaving it to circumstances or the universe, asking the universe to choose for you, then you're asking the universe or someone else to actually create your own reality for you. So it's much better for you to take back control of the situation. Or the other option is to completely cut ties, just cut ties completely and just move away. But in fact, if you let go, focus on you, then it could well be that situations will come running towards you or people, and then you can choose. So you put yourself into a position of power. Next card, exactly what I just said, it's the advice card. It's there on the card, it's a Five of Pentacles in the reverse position. I mean, look at it this way. You got this person, this situation on crutches, you're in rags, okay? So quite clearly this personal situation is holding you back. But the advice, it's reversed, okay? Put on your glad rags, it's the opposite energy. Move away from this situation, get out, enjoy yourself. Then those crutches will be thrown up in the air and that situation or that person will start running after you. Exactly what I just said here, okay? So very much confirmation, okay? It's a win-win situation if you do that. But it's lose-lose if you just stay there and do nothing, because they bring you down, they put you in rags, if you like, okay? So put on your glad rags, take back control, controlling the situation, taking back power. Yeah, on the outside I've got the Three of Wands, okay, very positive. You have felt like an animal tethered to a rope going over the same old ground day after day, week after week, or even month after month. A strong sense here there's nothing left to graze on, there's no grass left, okay? So you're kind of sort of forced into change, not physically, but in the sense of you realise, there's nothing to go back to, something needs to change here, okay? Or you need to cut ties. And with that realisation, it's very much about you breaking free from the situation and moving forward to either a new stage or a different stage, but just different from how things have been. There's also something about some kind of holiday or trip coming up for you. Your hopes and your fears is shown by the Knight of Wands. So quite clearly, this energy, it does cause you a lot of fear. There's a lot of pushing and pulling, blowing hot and cold. You fear that it's not going to change, but it is, quite clearly from the cards, things are shown to come back into balance. You are going to break free from this situation. So much is going to be revealed to you that you're left in no doubt that something needs to change here. Yeah. Then the final card is the Judgment. Very karmic card, okay? So again, there's this pushing and pulling, blowing hot and cold, angels. So very much confirmation of these prayers, these wishes, these intentions you put out to the universe. But things are shown to open up here, okay? Things have been stuck, things have been trapped for a while. It's like you've been walking in treacle or banging your head against a brick wall, okay? But things are shown to open up for you in the coming weeks and months. Much more positive things ahead of you. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. There's also links for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee into my crystal shop. Thank you.